Hey everyone, I'm Mike Dutton. I'm a senior at UNO and I major in marketing with a secondary concentration in international business. And today I'll be presenting my social media campaign I conducted about textile recycling and aid in international development, uh, abbreviated as TRAID in other words. So for the overview, today we'll discuss the background and have a discussion on why I chose TRAID, as well as the social media campaign highlights and the conclusion. So for the background, TRAID is a UK-based company, and many people in the US don't even know about TRAID and what it is about yet. So there is great potential for that, and TRAID's goal is to stop people from throwing clothes away. In fact, TRAID saves roughly 3,000 tons of clothing every year from being thrown into the landfills. And that's just, in the UK alone. They go to the factories internationally and take unused textile scraps from them. And then TRAID recycles or resells materials from factories and consumers through their few locations in the UK. The money they make goes towards funds and resources like creating courses for those who are in the textile manufacturing business on how to more sustainably run their businesses to prevent clothing waste in the future. And their efforts lead to reduced environmental deterioration and increases the social impacts by spreading awareness of the dangers of throwing clothes away in the landfills. So next we'll discuss why I chose TRAID. So I care deeply about fashion and sustainability. I want to go into the fashion industry as a career after college. And for sustainability, I'm involved in Sustain UNO on campus. And sustainability has always just kind of been something of interest for me. I'm very obsessed with recycling for one. So this is, kind of like intertwining two things that I'm really passionate about. And it's a very relevant topic of concern because, everyone's kind of worried about global warming nowadays and carbon emissions getting worse and worse. And lastly, the opportunity for community-based city to get involved. And I'm talking about Omaha. And for this campaign, I'm assuming that TRAID is going to expand into Omaha, setting up 2 locations. And these locations are going to essentially be thrift shops like they are in the UK. So the outlets I used are Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, email, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, respectively. And the campaign objectives that I created were to educate the new Omaha market about clothing sustainability, build on brand awareness in the Omaha community, and initiate foot traffic into the new TRAID locations. So first we'll discuss the Facebook highlights. The post on the left was made to inform the local public of the new TRAID stores that are coming into Omaha, and it serves as a great introduction to kick off this project. And again, since Omaha emphasizes community, TRAID would do great in the city. And the middle post is a collaboration between TRAID and Clothespins, which is an already existing company in Omaha and are often found in large parking lots around the city. This makes it more convenient for Omaha consumers to donate their unwanted clothes. And to the right, as we are approaching spring season at the time of the posting, people need to get rid of their unwanted or unworn winter clothes to make room for spring clothes. Giving their clothes to TRAID would be a great opportunity for them to come into the store and check out the secondhand apparel sold in the store. Stating that we've already helped eliminate 3,000 tons of clothing every year in the post will help display the credibility of TRAID and its mission. And next, for the LinkedIn post, I basically just dived into basically my personal professional development for the 5 posts that were required. But for one of the posts, I did announce that I'm doing a social media campaign about TRAID, and I threw in a little factoid in there and, save textiles from the trash by reusing and recycling clothing, and our plan will thank you later. Just kind of letting them know what I've been up to lately in my social media marketing class. So for Twitter, moving on to Twitter highlights, I believe social influencers are ideal for this platform as well as Instagram because many young people use these social media platforms. And the post on the left shows a woman who is influential in the thrifting world. And I gave a quote from her in hopes to inspire the public. And the top right post is an educational post that pulls from people's emotions as it shows a picture of the Indian River filled with waste. And that's a lot of which is from the clothing waste. And on the bottom right, I made a poll for the campaign that's quick and easy to vote on. And I asked about which method is most helpful. And that's either bringing your clothes directly to a trade store or bringing it to a trade and clothes bin and parking lots near them. And this data will help us know how successful the collaboration with Clothes Bin is at the moment with the Omaha public. So moving on to email highlights. In these email highlights, I made announcements for social media influencer casting and as well as store closures due to COVID-19. Social media influencers around Omaha would be great for the community to get involved directly with trade and can give cool opportunities to people who want to be more involved in sustainable clothing practices. Addressing COVID-19 concerns to the public is the right thing to do, and emailing it to the consumers makes it feel more personal. So that's why I feel like an email would be good for that. And lastly, I also made a rewards program that's free, no credit card required either. I announced that via email too. Again, make it more of like a personal interaction with consumers to better influence them to donate or buy from the company. So moving on to the Instagram highlights, the left post exemplifies where the money from trade goes towards. Trade funds organic cotton farmers, like this woman in India, to give clothing manufacturers more sustainable options for the raw materials they utilize. This incentivizes the Omaha community to give back to trade even more because they can be assured that they're helping to change the world. Next to that post, a user posted a cool find that they bought from the trade store. Reposting people who put the effort into posting their cool finds, cool thrifting finds, helps to build personal connections with the community. And to the right, there's another announcement regarding COVID-19, as we need to be able to assure the public that the stores in Omaha are closed until further notice. And next, I will move on to the YouTube video. I chose to discuss a YouTube video that TRAID posted recently, and this video is about an executive informing the public about what clothes and fashion do to people and the planet, which is a big goal of mine for the social media campaign moving to Omaha. I really liked the video for the visuals and the content, but they could do a better job marketing this by making the title of the video shorter and posting it on their other social media accounts as well. That's what I would do if I were conducting this video for my social media campaign. Lastly, for all three of the Pinterest highlights, they serve as clean looking images that people can discover more about through the links on the posts. And the post on the left is meant to make the viewer curious about how they can make an impact on the environment. And the middle post is an ad for a how-to video that would be in the campaign. And the link, which is hypothetical, of course, would bring them to a video on the TRAID website that gives viewers a visual on how to be more responsible with their unwanted clothes by recycling. And the post on the right informs people about just how many clothing items gets thrown in the trash every 5 minutes in one small country alone, which is the UK, and that's 10,000 items every 5 minutes. This goes back to the educational goal I have for the campaign of moving to doing business in Omaha. So in conclusion, I discussed the background of TRAID, a discussion on why I chose TRAID, and the social media highlights. I really enjoyed doing this project, as social media experience will help me in the fashion industry after graduation, and I thank you for watching.